Hello peeps, and welcome back to Factorio. You might notice something's missing. You might notice there's a lot missing. An awful lot. I decided to rip down my base and start over because I didn't like the way it was set up. Couple reasons. Number one, I wasn't producing nearly enough iron. I want to severely up my iron production because I'm using a lot of iron. I'm having to steal a lot of it, and it's cutting down production in other areas. I want to be producing a lot more than I'm using. That goes for iron, and it goes for copper. Number two, I don't like the fact that my belts are coming in, and some of them are only loaded on one side. So I want to balance these belts coming in. Number three, I want to set up an actual bus going through. Now, I'm going to leave room for a full 4 belts of iron and copper plates, and then I'm going to work out other resources later. Now, am I going to be producing 4 belts worth of iron and copper plates to start? No, I won't. But I'm going to future-proof it so that I have the ability. And number 4, my power production was eventually going to run into an area where I was going to have to start building it over my iron, and I didn't want to do that. So I tore it all down. We're going to be restarting from scratch this episode. So first thing we're going to do, rebuild the power network. Pump. Mr. Pump goes there now. We're going to go ahead and run a pipe. And now we're going to start putting the boilers in. Let's see, how do the boilers go? I think the boilers have to go like this, right? Yep. And the steam engines go off of that. Now, this gives me future-proofing. I have the ability to build more. I can extend this down as far as I need to, and I'm not going to run into any danger of hitting a resource unless I somehow manage to get the whole way down to this copper. But by the time I would get anywhere near that, I'm going to run out of water coming through this pump, or I'm going to run out of copper. Now, I need to get some coal down to here. I'm going to put a splitter in here. I'm going to have one dedicated line coming down for coal. Let's come over here to these 2 2x1 chests. These hold all of the stuff that I picked up when I tore up my base. All of my stuff. So, we're going to grab some splitters. We're going to grab some more belts. And we're going to get to work. First thing we need to do, we need a splitter on here. I'm going to put it so it splits off like that. We're going to have coal coming both directions. One of these is going to run into an underground belt, which is going to skip that. The other is going to turn and come down over here. Leaving room for one. There we go. Inserters. Like that. And we're good there. Now the only thing I need to do is I need to fuel these with some more coal. And I need to put power lines in. I'm also going to take this time to completely redo my power network to use these medium electric pole Mark IIs. I got rid of all the Mark I power poles that I had. They're nice, but they just aren't cutting it anymore. They got the job done when they needed to, but yeah, I seriously need better power production, or better power transmission. So, we're going to go with the medium electric pole Mark II. I'm going to need a lot of steel and a lot of copper. Just so happens, I have a lot of copper, and I have a lot of steel. So we're going to pull out all of the copper, all of the steel. And we're going to start running these medium Mark II electric poles. Let's see. Just make one of you to start. The reason why I want these is because I can place one of these just like this, and it will cover all 4 of those. I can then run this over here, and that'll work, and that'll get it producing power. Now, these things are running at very, very low efficiency at the moment, because the only thing they're running is these inserters, and these inserters aren't doing anything anyway. So it's just taking passive power drain right now. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need some of these big honkin' poles. These things have 40 wire reach. I'm going to make 5 of these. Reason being, this one pole can stretch the whole way to there. These things don't have a large supply area, but they sure do a great job of extending your power out. I'm going to pick up these 2 drills. We're going to see about upgrading these. I want to look at upgrading these to electric mining drill Mark II. So I need some iron circuits and some iron gear wheels. We'll run back down here. We'll hit this. And I'm just going to grab a bunch of iron plate, a bunch of iron gears, some green circuits, which I already had, and I'm going to make 2 of these electric mining drill Mark II. We'll pop these in the coal. Just like that. And a single power pole will power both of those drills. Nice. Alright, so that handles providing coal to the network again. Next thing we need to worry about, iron production. So, my iron production and my copper production, I am going to set these up individually, and then I'm going to pipe the results into, I'm going to pick up all of this copper belt because I'm going to redo how my copper's set up. No. But I want to produce the copper and the iron a little bit more on site. And then I want to put them into a belt, which I think I'm going to have running along... I kind of want to run it along here, but I'm going to run into biters if I go that way. So going down might be a better option. But what I can do is I can start the bus going out one way, and then if I need to, I can shift it. So, let's get started. We're going to start with the iron first. Now, I'm going to need to get coal in here. We're going to grab some underground belts. I don't think I'll need the underground belts, but I'm going to grab them anyway. We'll grab some regular belts. We can put those pipes away. And autosave. Now, let's start running the coal out. 5. Here, I'm going to have let me get my steel furnaces out. And I'm going to have to redo this entire setup again once I get the electric furnace, which is going to be pretty soon. But for now, we're going to set it up with steel furnaces. I'm going to set this up in a 5x5. Like that. Then we're going to have a belt running down the middle. 5 more of these. We're going to have 2 belts coming along the side. Now, here I'm going to have to do a little bit of magic. So, I'm going to need to get copper and iron onto the same belt. Or coal and iron onto the same belt. And then I need to split it so that I'm getting a supply of iron and a supply of coal to both of these. That is wrong. That is right. But that is wrong. We're going to need a splitter. We're going to put it right there. That's wrong. And all of these are wrong. That's more like it. And then you run like that. Good. We're going to bring the coal over. We're going to use another splitter to split off the coal, because I need some coal coming down here to handle my copper. Now, I need to side load a belt going into this. So, this is going to side load for iron. Whoop, no, not right. No, still not right. Eh. Let's see, how... Let's see, that'll side load. And this, we'll just connect over here. Just like that. That'll side load that. And that'll split. And wind up with coal and iron on both sides of that. So, that looks good so far. The next thing we need to do, I don't think I can remove this or it's gonna make one of these belts derp out. So I think I have to leave it like that. The next thing we need to do is get the inserters in place. So find my inserters. There they are. These are going to be inserted from the top and pull out the bottom. This is going to have the effect of balancing the belt. Also, since I'm sending 2 times the resources and getting 1 times the resource out, this is going to be a lot better balance than the system I had before. Because before, I had half of a belt of resources coming in, right? I was pulling an entire belt of resources out. So this allows me to have the same amount of production with a better balanced belt in a smaller footprint. And this is expandable pretty easily. The only thing that's left is power. I can almost hit every single one of those with a single power pole. We'll do this for future proofing. Then we'll use the long reach poles. Come over here and connect into this power network. And I have iron production up again. Let's go ahead and place down our power poles for these. We'll put one right here just to tie in. Actually, let's do this a smart way. Well, it's not really a smart way, is it? Let's see. How... Because if I do it here, then I only need 2 poles to power up the entire thing. I'll just have to have 1 extra pole right in here. That'll work. It's not optimal for pole usage, but it gets the job done. That's what I need. Okay. Copper. We need to do a better job of loading you. So I'm going to break down this stupid rock. We'll rip all this up. We'll just do that. Okay. I'm going to do kind of the same thing here. We're going to leave a little bit of room. Actually, I don't even need to leave room. What the hell? I can do it right up against it. No, 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 no. Not sure why you did that. But it wasn't good. Now, I'm only going to use 4 furnaces here, but I'm going to upgrade them to steel furnaces. And actually that means I need brick, not the old stone furnaces. So let's get those. We'll get these crafting. We only need 4 of those. I'm going to put the old furnaces away. I should never need these stone furnaces again. And here, we'll pull some of this back up. We're going to run the copper up, and we need to balance this belt again. So I need a splitter. Do I have another splitter, or am I going to have to make one? I think I'm going to have to make one. Yep, looks like I have to make one. Unless there's one in here. Nope. Oh well. There are worse fates. Logistics. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 splitters just because I can. So, splitter, right here. One of these is going to come over, and it's going to come into here. We're going to have kind of the same layout here, but for right now we're only going to have 2 furnaces in each. No, not T. Not E, R. Thank you. Just like that. U. Like that. We're going to have the first belt. Let's see, this thing needs to run... Oh, I need a splitter here. Because you are going to come over here, and you're going to turn down. Just like that. We may as well pick the rest of these belts up right now because I don't need them at the moment. There's no point in front-loading resources that I'm not going to need. Inserters. U. Connection to the power network. That gets everything there hooked up so far. Now we need the belt coming in. This belt needs to be side-loaded. So coming in this way, we're going to have coal running over here, and then connecting in right there. We're going to have copper connecting right here. There we go. Only thing that's left is to run power way down there. So I'm going to need a few more of those big poles. We'll call it 3 to start. We'll go with maximum reach. Second one we'll put there. The third one we'll put right here. That's going to cover all 3 of them. So, now we've got copper coming in again. And as soon as it reaches here, we'll have copper plate produced. Now, I'm going to run all of this out to here. And we're going to run all of this out to here. This is where I'm going to start putting in this is where I'm going to start trying to set up my bus. Now, I've never actually gotten this far in Factorio, so I'm kind of going off of what logic tells me to do here. I could be very far off. So if I'm doing this in a dumb way, try not to hold it against me. It's inexperience. So that will evenly split into 2. Oops, I am out of transport belt. I'll have to go pick some more up. Do I have any? Oh, I got plenty. I got tons. We got belts for days. Got inserters for days too. Holy crap. Now, that gets those split. And 2 more of you should split this to 4. like that. Now we'll want to leave 2. And this is where I want my copper belts to come out. So we'll need, oh no, pick you up. We'll need splitters there and there. We'll need 2 belts coming in. You need to come up here. You are going to run into another splitter, which is going to run like that. That should eventually evenly balance 4 belts worth of copper and iron plates. I have a lot of room in here that I could be doing something with, but I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with it. As far as things that I want to belt, I've decided I don't want to belt any sort of cable. I do want to belt the iron gears. So I'm probably going to have a belt of 2 iron gears coming out here. So let's go ahead and get that set up. We'll skip 2. 1, 2. Means we're going to need another splitter, which is going to go right there. Now, iron gears use nothing except plates, so I can pull them off of this line, and I can pre-manufacture those. Because I'm always going to need gears. I need gears for a lot of stuff. Circuits and stuff I can manufacture more on site if I need them. But we're going to get a couple of... What does it take to make an assembly machine Mark II? Does that use the Mark I? Yes. So let's go ahead and upgrade all of my assembly machine Mark Is into Mark IIs, just for the speed increase. I figure I'm going to have probably, we're going to call it 2 assembly machine Mark IIs worth of iron gear production. That seems about right at the moment. I can tweak it if I need to because there's going to be a ton of room there. Grab some more inserters, because I'm going to need them before all said and done. Then here, we're going to run these out to a belt. We'll run that under. Like that. That'll split into, once I get them connected. See, this is why I like these poles. Because these poles just, they're so damn nice. Is it under logistics? Yeah, it's under logistics. I'm going to go ahead and craft another 10 of these. Because I'm going to need them. We'll just connect like that. And you. Let's see, you are making intermediates. Iron gear wheel. Now, I am seeing a problem with this already. Problem is, these aren't load balanced. Or, the belt isn't balanced. These are side loaded. So I need to load balance this before I run into the actual balancer. Like that. One more splitter. Connected right there. Turns that into a 2x2 of iron gears. Nice. Let's go ahead and start running this out. I like the long reach mod, I just always forget I have it. Oh shit, that's wrong. Was almost right. Just need that one more down. I have to leave room for 2, because if I decide I'm going to pull anything off of this belt, I need to have the one line coming down, and it needs to go into that. Or I can use an inserter to pull off a belt, and then put it into that. But the point is I need one thing to get the stuff off the bus, and then I need this to run underneath it. Okay. Now, there is these really large underground belts, so if I really wanted to, I could go with ridiculously long or ridiculously huge buses, but I don't really think I need to. Especially not with what I have going at the moment. Okay. So we're producing plenty of stuff. Let's go ahead and get... Let's go ahead and get my green and red science going again. So for that, I'm going to need all you. I'm going to need some of you. Probably need some of you. We'll definitely need you. Do I need anything that's in here? Maybe. Okay, to recap. Red science requires a copper plate and an iron gear wheel. That's pretty easy. I can just have stuff pull off of my copper plates and my iron gear wheel buses, feed into the machines, bam, red science done. So for this, I think I'm going to use fast inserters. We're going to do a fast inserter there. And actually we're going to do one there. One there. You are going to run into there. You're going to come out there. You're going to run out there. And you're going to side load. Let's hook that to power. I'm going to have to use the medium poles, I think. Oops, side loaded to the wrong side. Can I control where this thing is supposed to go? I know I have a mod that's supposed to allow me to control this kind of stuff, but I don't know how to use it yet. I know a way I can do it, though. It's not terribly difficult, it just requires a little bit of fiddling around with it. Nope. You. And you. Wrong way. There. That'll properly side load it. Okay. We'll run this belt somewhere. Right now, we'll just say there. Because what I'll probably do is I'll probably pull from back here for the green science. Red science is stupid easy. Inserters. Extract. Run power. One power pole will handle the entire thing. You make red science. You make red science. We're going to belt you off to here. Not that way. Like that. Green science. This is a little more tricky. Green science requires the inserters and the conveyor belts. So I need a couple of things produced off of one set of belts. So, green science. Inserter, transport belt. Transport belt is iron gears and iron plates. So, I need to bust some iron gears down and some iron plates. Let's see. How do I want to bust the gears down? Plates are easy. Plates I'll just bust down right here. Might actually want to do the green science over here. No. We'll do it here. So. I need some more underground belts. There. Once I hook that to power, that's going to start putting iron plates on there to get it down to here. We'll pull... I'm going to need some more fast inserters. I probably don't need the fast inserters for this, but I like using them. You're going to come down here. We're going to side load onto there. Just like that. You're going to come down here. And then I think right in here somewhere, I'm going to put my electronic circuit fabrication. Oops. Yeah. Helps if these are pointed the right way. So, right here. Actually, no, not there. I want this done over here. Actually, no, I don't. Yeah, I want this done over here. Screw it. You're going to go over there. After you get power, which you have now. You make transport belts. Then you are going to export the transport belts over here. Just like that. Now, I'm going to need to bust down some copper. Use a fast inserter right here. Use another underground belt. Pull you to the other side. You are going to run down here. Take a slight turn off to the side. And this is where I'm going to put my circuit factories. Well, that's not going to work. Okay. So, we'll pick all this up. I'm just going to bust the things straight down. Like this. What do the green circuits take again? That would be a good thing to find out. 3 copper cable and an iron plate. So, I probably want to bust down some more iron too. Instead of pulling from that. So let's do that. That's going to require a few more sets of you. I'm just going to make 5 of you for now. We're going to get another fast inserter. Fast inserter is going to go right here. Wrong. There. That's going to put iron plates down. Now, if I remember correctly, I shouldn't really need the copper plates to go down too far. I do actually want this, so I'm going to need a way to pull the stuff in. I'm going to need a little room. Could do it from this side, just use long inserters. That's probably going to be the way to go. So I want 3 of these things making cable, and then I want 1 making the finalized circuits. So, we're going to use some long inserters. Which I probably already have, but you are going to run down this way, just like that. And long inserter. Like that. Now, that's not going to allow me to get the iron, though. I'm going to have to put the circuits out this side. Yeah. You know what? I'm at 43 minutes and I haven't quite figured all this out yet. So I'm going to stop this episode right here. The next episode we will come back through here and we'll figure out the exact details of how I'm going to set up my green science automation. But for right now, thank you guys for watching. This has been Night Dagger with Factorio. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. This should start looking more like what you see in some of the other series. I've been checking out some tips and tricks and trying to figure out a little bit more about how the game works, so hopefully I'm getting somewhat more hopefully I'm getting a little better at the game, but I guess that remains to be seen. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later, peeps.